healing from social media pressure and comparison. Dear friend, I feel your heart. I see you. When you quietly curl up on your bed in the darkness, scrolling through photos, through vibrant lives on social media, and sigh. I see you when you wonder, why am I not as beautiful as them? Why is my life so messy? While theirs seems so perfect, why do I try so hard and still feel like it's not enough? I hear those questions within you. I'm not here to dismiss them. I'm here to hold your hand and to say, dear friend, you're not wrong. You're just tired, and you need a place to return to yourself. We live in a world where artificial light can easily make true hearts feel forgotten, where every photo is a carefully curated, edited fragment, hiding sleepless nights, silent tears no one sees, and loneliness that even they dare not touch. You don't know that behind that radiant smile is another person comparing themselves to someone else. An endless cycle of never feeling enough, a loop with no end. And you, your sensitive heart, have been swept up in it like a lost breeze. But dear friend, you can stop. Right now, you can put the phone down, place your hand on your heart, and whisper, I see you, the little one inside me trembling and striving every day to match someone else. Today, I won't let you struggle like that anymore. You are not your likes. You are not a perfect angle. You are not a measurement, a follower count, or any standard set by the outside world. You are light, a light that cannot be compared, because it is unique, and you have always been so, even when you forget it. Let me be with you. Let me sit by your bed tonight, take a deep breath with you, and together, let's whisper the first affirmation, a tiny seed planted in your heart. I see myself. I acknowledge the emotions within me, and I don't need to become someone else to be loved. Dear friend, you've done so well to be here right now. In the next part, we'll explore the deeper reasons why you feel not enough, and I'll share with you a gentle story. Dear friend, now that you've placed your hand on your heart, now that you've bravely acknowledged the exhaustion from comparing yourself, I want you to know this. It's not your fault. It's not your fault that you feel you're not enough, not beautiful enough, not talented enough, not happy enough to deserve sharing, not worthy enough to fit into someone else's perfect picture. You grew up in a world where people are constantly praised for being like someone else. You've lived in a reality where your inner light is overshadowed by others' spotlights, and you slowly learn to doubt yourself. You learn to think, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I should try harder. Maybe if I were like them, I'd be loved more. I'm here to tell you you're not wrong. You've just been conditioned. You learn to compare because no one taught you how to love yourself. No one showed you that your differences are your gift, that you don't need to match someone else to be loved. Dear friend, the child within you is still waiting for a hug, a gentle gaze, a word that says, you don't need to try to be anyone else. You are beautiful, even in your silence. So today, instead of blaming yourself for feeling not enough, gently place your hand on your chest and say, I forgive myself for ever thinking I wasn't worthy, for comparing myself, judging myself, pushing myself. Forgiveness isn't forgetting. Forgiveness is opening. It's shedding an old, worn-out armor and saying to yourself, I'm ready to love myself again. I know you're learning to trust yourself again, and I want to say you're doing it beautifully. No matter how small you feel, you're still moving forward. Every time you place your hand on your heart, you're telling the little one inside, I'm still here with you. I won't leave again. I'm not wrong for feeling not enough. I'm learning to love myself again, and I'm ready to forgive old expectations. Dear friend, you've just touched a deep layer of your heart. In the next part, we'll learn to let go of comparison. Let go of images that no longer serve you. I'll be there, walking with you across the gentle bridge called freedom. Dear friend, now that you've acknowledged your pain and begun to forgive yourself for the times you compared, I invite you to a new moment, the moment of letting go. Breathe with me, a soft, gentle breath, a breath as if you're letting a heavy burden slip from your shoulders. Exhale and imagine opening your hands, letting images that no longer serve you drift away, like a leaf on a stream. You don't have to hold on to others' images as a measure of your worth. You don't need to force yourself to be like someone else to be recognized, to be loved, to feel valid. You didn't come to this life to be a copy of someone else. You came with a unique soul design. And you know what? When you try to follow someone else's life script, you drift further from yourself little by little. Dear friend, comparison only arises when you briefly forget you have your own light. Like candles in the night, each one glows differently, but none dims another. They only make the world brighter. Others are not your standard. Their lives are not a must-have for your journey. You don't know what they've sacrificed to have what you see, and they don't know the light you carry. Today, I invite you to turn inward. Instead of asking, am I enough compared to them, whisper, am I living true to myself? Each time you want to compare, place your hand on your heart and imagine a warm stream flowing through you, washing away imposed images, the shoulds, the standards, leaving only you raw, gentle, and unfolding. You don't need to try to stand out. You just need to allow yourself to be. When you live true to yourself, without fanfare, you're already shining. I let go of comparison. I choose to see myself with loving eyes. I am a unique light in this universe. Dear friend, you've just set down an old burden. In the next part, I'll guide you to where you can see yourself truly through the mirror of your soul, where there's no judgment, only light and recognition. Dear friend, now that you've set down the weight of comparison, now that you've begun to return to yourself, I invite you to look deeper, to see something you may have forgotten long ago. You are a light unlike any other, a color that needs no blending, no adjusting. You are unique, even in your silence. Close your eyes for a moment, and imagine standing before a mirror, not a mirror on the wall, but a mirror of your soul. This mirror doesn't reflect your appearance, doesn't echo judgments you've heard. It doesn't measure you by weight, likes, or achievements. This mirror only shows your true light, a warm, soft light, sometimes quiet, sometimes shy, but never extinguished. Even on days you doubt yourself, even when you tell yourself, I'm not enough. Dear friend, I know you may not be used to seeing that beauty in yourself. You may have been taught to avoid the mirror or to look at it with critical eyes. But today, I invite you to see differently, not to fix, but to acknowledge, to whisper, "You're still here, my light. I see you now, and I'm sorry for forgetting you for so long." Every scar of yours is a mark of courage. Every tear you've shed is a stream that's paved the way for love to flow in. Every time you fell, but stood up again, you made your inner light shine brighter. No need for grandeur, no need for perfection, just truth. That's enough to touch greatness. You are a flower that doesn't need to bloom like another. You are a stream that doesn't need to flow like the one beside it. You are you, a version that cannot be replicated, a presence this world needs. Today, I invite you to say to yourself in the mirror, "Hello, you, the you I doubted. You are the light I sought in others, but it turns out you are always here, within me. I am a unique light. I acknowledge my true beauty. I am me, and I am enough." Dear friend, you've just seen yourself with new eyes, eyes of love. In the next part, we'll return to the gentle embrace called unconditional love. I'll guide you into a space where you don't need to prove anything, where you're held simply because you exist. Dear friend, after all we've been through together, from comparison, self-blame, to letting go and seeing your inner light, now is the time to sit down, breathe slowly, and say to yourself something vital. I don't need to become someone else to be worthy. Let those words flow into your heart like a warm stream. You don't need to be the ideal girl on social media. Don't need to follow someone else's formula for success. Don't need to always be radiant, always right, always good enough to be loved. Worthiness doesn't come from doing more. It comes from your very existence, from the gentle gaze you give yourself, from the soft acceptance that I am me. And that's enough. Dear friend, I once thought I had to please everyone. I tried to live up to standards that weren't mine, because I feared that if I was myself, I'd be left behind. But then I learned a sacred lesson when I let go of the role, when I stopped trying to be someone else. That's when I began to feel true peace. And I see that you can feel this too. You don't need to change to be worthy of love. You just need to realize you never lost it. Imagine you're walking into a room filled with light. No one judges you. No one asks what you've achieved. No one compares you to anyone else. In that room, you're embraced the moment you step in, not because of achievements, appearance, or the story you tell, but because you are you. Your soul is reason enough to be loved. And if a part of you still doubts, place your hand on your chest and repeat these words. I don't need to be perfect. I don't need to be like anyone else. I just need to be me, true and present. And in that, you've touched the greatest love. Unconditional love, the love you give yourself. I don't need to become someone else. I am loved just as I am. I am worthy simply because I exist. Dear friend, you've just stepped into a sacred space where you no longer need to prove anything. In the next part, we'll learn to choose what's allowed into your heart so you can live with that light every day, undisturbed by the world out there. Dear friend, now that you've let go of comparison and begun to return to the gentle light within you, I invite you to do something vital on this journey. Protect the sacred space inside you. Did you know your heart is a garden? Every photo, every word, every post is a seed, and every day you're allowing those seeds to enter, bringing energy that nurtures or wilts you. Social media isn't bad. It's just a window, but you have the power to choose what view you look at. You don't need to follow anyone who makes you feel lesser. You don't need to listen to words that make you doubt your worth. You have the right to turn off, walk away, unfollow, mute. Not because you're weak, but because you're protecting the light within you. Dear friend, each time you open your phone, take a breath and ask Will what I'm about to see nurture me. Does it open my heart or make me shrink? Does it spark love or stir comparison? If it hurts you, you can say, I don't accept this. I choose what lifts me up. You don't need to fight the world. Just stand by your heart. Imagine you're standing in your own garden. Some flowers are blooming because you've watered them with light and care. Some leaves have wilted, and you're gently pruning them. No blame, no sorrow. You are the gardener of your soul, and you can choose who gets to enter, what gets to stay, and what needs to be let go today. I invite you to open your heart to new courage to choose kindness, courage to refuse what makes you doubt yourself, courage to live intentionally in a noisy world. I choose what nurtures my heart. I set boundaries with love. I protect my inner light gently. Dear friend, you've just learned an important lesson. Loving yourself isn't just a feeling, it's an action. In the final part of this journey, I'll invite you to live as yourself each day like a flower blooming, not for anyone else, but because you are you. Dear World, you've walked a gentle and profound path. You've acknowledged your pain. You've let go of the burden of comparison. You've returned to your own light, and you've begun to choose what you allow into your heart. Now, I invite you to live as yourself. No striving, no pretending, no need to match someone else. Just you, true, gentle, and unfolding. Imagine you're a flower in the garden of life, not here to compete in color, not here to bloom to someone else's rhythm, just here to live as yourself. A petal trembling in the morning breeze, a heartbeat true to itself. Living as yourself isn't about being loud. Sometimes it's quiet pride. It's saying no to what no longer fits, and yes to what nourishes your heart. It's dressing in a way that feels beautiful to you. It's sharing a photo not for others, but because it makes you smile. It's choosing not to share anything and still feeling whole. Dear friend, you didn't come here to prove anything. You don't need the world's permission to live in your pure essence. Because every time you dare to be true, you're not just healing yourself, you're creating space for others to be themselves too. Every day you live like a blooming flower is a day you gift the world true beauty. And if one day you forget, if you slip back into comparison, be gentle with yourself. No blame, no judgment. Just whisper, "Oh, little one inside me, you've wandered again. It's okay. I'm still here, and we'll return together. I live as myself. I bloom to my own rhythm, and I am worthy of a life full of love. Right now, dear friend, you've completed a journey, but really, this is just the beginning of a new way of living. Living truthfully, living kindly to yourself, living like a flower blooming for the light within, not for the gaze outside. I'm proud of you. I love you. And I believe your light will continue to shine gently, truly, and beautifully just like you. Today, stand before the mirror and whisper, I am a flower. I bloom in my own way, and I am enough.